What's going on, guys? Pro Wrestling Talk here, back again with your WWE Royal Rumble 1997 review. And I thought that this Rumble was actually a good Rumble. First thing I want to say, and the most important thing that we have to actually mention in this, is that Vince McMahon said magnificent. So Chase, I know that you're watching out there, he actually said magnificent. It was at the beginning of the show. But yeah, he said it. So that's good, that big thing like that. Anyway. We start off Rumble 1997 with Triple H in his first singles match at Royal Rumble versus Goldust for the Intercontinental. Triple H was the IC champion at the time. This was a really good match. They brawled outside the ring, inside the ring, and it was a really good way. Triple H defeats Goldust here for the win by a distraction from one of his butlers or whatever it was, and he gets the win here. And I thought that was a good way to open up Royal Rumble here. Obviously, this is obviously the first Royal Rumble of the Attitude Era, and we're not in the peak of the Attitude Era yet, but we've just been in the first couple months of the Attitude Era. So we've had obviously the NWO's debuted, and we've had the rise of Austin. Austin, this is at this point where he's rising up to be, so he's not the ringmaster anymore. He's rising to become a big star now, and we see slowly Triple H is coming into it. Slowly Triple H is coming on the main roster and doing bits, and the likes of D'Lo Brown and stuff like that. So we can see how WWE are going to be in the future. Looking at this 1997 pay-per-view. Anyway, we had Ahmed Johnson Farouk defeat Farouk in a singles match. It was a decent match. Ahmed Johnson, he's not the best wrestler, but it was a decent match. Ahmed Johnson gets the win. Then we had, well, he was by disqualification. He did win by, and then we have Vader versus Undertaker. I've got to say that the Vader was very underutilized in WWE. He should have been a bigger star than he was, especially in the Vader of WCW and before that, what I've seen online. He should have been like a big star, and I know that politics kind of didn't help with obviously Shawn Michaels and stuff like that and the clique, but he should have been a big star. I could see him carrying WWE in that time. They was transitioning from the new generation to the attitude. Like no longer do we have these goofy ass characters like we had in the 80s. We were slowly moving away from those goofy characters. Yeah, we had a couple of characters that were unique and good, but we were slowly going into the times what WWE wanted us to go into the Attitude Era. And I thought that this was a typical big guy match. They did their stuff, and I just think that is a waste of Vader. Like 1990, you could have done a lot more with Vader. Like they had him in the mid card. They did a couple of things with him, but I don't think that he was what he should have been in WWE. He should have been at least a world champion once. I know he had a title match with Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam, but he could have been a lot more than he was. So I'm taking one. And then we have a six-man tag team match with a couple of luchadors. This is kind of just to pass time. It was a six-man tag match. I don't even remember this match really. So moving on to that. And then we had the Royal Rumble match. Now, obviously, they're planning to see for Bret Hart turning heel and Austin turning face. We can see this here with Bret was getting a lot of heel heat from this Royal Rumble match. A lot of people turning on Bret. Obviously, they're tired of seeing the same old Bret. And obviously, with the Attitude Era coming in, this was a new crowd. This isn't going to be like, oh, Hogan, brother. They would, after they saw Hogan turn heel, they was getting tired of Hogan as a face. And Bret Hart was kind of getting that way. And obviously, Austin was the most popular wrestler at the time in 1997, and the the world was changing. Obviously, where Austin is this redneck boss who should not be main eventing, shouldn't even be a main eventing WrestleMania, and here he is winning a Royal Rumble match. And obviously it led to Bret Hart doing his rant on Vince McMahon and stuff like that, but. Yeah, that's how it was. And Steve Austin wins the match here. Yeah, you had, you had a good Roman match. I thought that Roman match was actually quite good, but I just want to talk about the transition with Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Then we had the main event. We had Psycho Sid versus Shawn Michaels for the WWF title. This, what? I thought that this was a decent match, Shawn Michaels and Psycho Sid. I'm a big fan of Psycho Sid. I'm a big fan of Shawn Michaels. Obviously this will be kind of his last title match at the Rumble that he would have. Obviously, because after that Rumble 1998, he wouldn't be wrestling until 2002. So yeah, Shawn Michaels. It was a quick match. It was a decent match, and Shawn Michaels gets the win, and he is your new WWF champion. And obviously Shawn Michaels, did he face Undertaker? That no, it was Undertaker. I don't know. I can't remember who he faced that year or something, but he went on to win the title at Royal Rumble. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.